Morning. We are back here at KYOKI Garage and we're gonna finish the interior. I've got a lot left to do, but I feel like it's gonna be easy, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably put you guys on a time lapse and just start plugging away, pun intended, at all the connectors inside the dash. So let's do that. Hopefully you can hear me well. I don't know. It's loud in here. All right, just about everything is finished as far as plugging things in underneath goes. Mainly I'm trying to get towards everything that's gonna be hard to get to later. So that's all taken care of. The next hard components are gonna be the blower motor, that little vent that I have to connect to the cowl, and then the door connectors. So this is the shape for the G. This would plug into right here on the door and the G. On this one, the S13, it just uses a rubber grommet. You can't really disconnect it here. It's either disconnected in there and then pull it through, or take the entire harness out of the door, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. These are nice because you can just plug it in there and then connect your harness right there on the door and then disconnect it. So that makes it super nice. So I've got to kind of cut out this shape here a little bit, create a new piece that'll cover around here and allow this piece to snap into place, and then this has a rubber gasket all the way around it. I've got to do this for both sides, driver side and passenger side, do the vent for the blower motor, and then I believe I'm ready to continue with the dashboard next. So we'll do these real quick. Blower motor and good to go. Alright, I went ahead and made up a plate that the connector snaps into really well, really snugly. Now all I gotta do is press it up there and weld it in. And then the other side. And both sides are in. There's just kind of a quick shot of paint on there just so it doesn't rust. All of that'll get kind of body worked and finished up nicer once we go ahead and do the paint for the rest of everything, the door jambs, all that stuff. So not too worried about the finish, but the metal is there and it is in place. The connector is in and this side is on as well. The last part before the dash goes in is getting the blower motor in and making the vent line up with the cowl. All right, so my plan for this, because this kind of goes up into the dash way up underneath there, kind of a whole bunch of complex shapes that are up inside of there, and then the actual cowl hole is like probably right here. There's plenty of airflow between this point and the top and the hole over here, so there is a good path. So I think what I'm gonna do is use some oil, WD-40 or something, and kind of wipe up on top, and then use some expanding foam, spray it through here, set it up there, and then let that expand, and then kind of create all my voids in the top. And then all I'll have to do is make a little cover for this side of the hole, and then make a foam seal right through here. So I'll go ahead and do that, put this up in place, let it sit overnight, and then see how it works tomorrow. Well, the foam on the blower motor didn't work, so now I'm doing foam underneath, which is kind of a pain to put on. It's also taking a while. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just try to put the dash in now. I know it's gonna make it a little bit harder, but if I can do the dash and start getting more stuff done while the foam is drying and expanding, to sitting here waiting on it. So we will see if we can get the dash in now. And the dash is in. One thing to note is that this isn't the dash that's going to stay in the car. You can see there's a couple little imperfections here and there. Chris has another dash he's going to end up getting wrapped in a nice, some sort of fabric or something. So this is, eventually it'll all come back out again, but it's in there for now. I want to make sure everything is going to fit great. There is some trimming that has to happen to the dash in order to get them to fit. The front up there gets trimmed down pretty close to the vents. This one I think it needs to get trimmed a little bit more. It kind of puts a little bit excess pressure in that zone right there when you go to tighten everything up. So it made it kind of a pain fitting the panel on there, but it's in place and everything else is coming out pretty good. The foam, I'm still waiting on the foam over there to finish drying before I start shaving it down and getting it towards the right shape. And then this side, next I gotta do is tuck all the wires up into the steering column, get all that started, and then figure out all the plastics and controls and everything around the steering column there. But that's gonna about do it for this video. We will see you guys again next Sunday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what you guys would do different. And yeah, we'll see you around.